Welcome back to the channel Auto Pulse. Today, we're diving into the 2025 Royal Enfield Scram 411, a bike that continues to carry the spirit of adventure but with an urban twist. The Scram 411 has been a favorite for riders who love the rugged Himalayan DNA but want something a little more city-friendly. For 2025, Royal Enfield has made some subtle but effective updates, making this Scrambler even more versatile and attractive for both new and seasoned riders. At first glance, the 2025 Scram 411 maintains its signature minimalist look. It still rides on the same half-dual sport, half-urban explorer aesthetic that made it stand out in the first place. The retro-styled round headlamp is now updated with an LED unit for better illumination and visibility. It's flanked by new graphics and fresh color schemes that give the bike a more youthful and modern feel. Royal Enfield clearly understands that style matters, especially for city riders who want a motorcycle that looks sharp while weaving through traffic or parked at a cafe. Under the tank, the Scram 411 still houses the same reliable 411cc single-cylinder, air-cooled engine that produces around 24.3 bhp and 32 Nm of torque. This engine is known for its low-end grunt, and it continues to be a solid performer in both city riding and mild off-road conditions. The throttle response is smooth, the power delivery is linear, and while it won't set your heart racing like a high-performance sport bike, it will give you a confident and comfortable ride wherever you go. Whether you're cruising at 80 km/h on a highway or tackling a dirt trail, this engine won't disappoint. The 5-speed gearbox remains unchanged but refined slightly for smoother shifts. It's not the quickest box out there, but it complements the engine's relaxed personality well. The clutch action is light, which is a blessing in bumper-to-bumper traffic. You can commute for hours without feeling fatigued, and that's a big win for everyday riders. Now, let's talk about the chassis and suspension. The Scram uses a half-duplex split cradle frame derived from the Himalayan, giving it solid stability and great ride comfort. The front gets 41mm telescopic forks with 190mm travel, and the rear has a monoshock with 180mm travel. These numbers are impressive for a Scrambler in this price segment. On the road, the suspension setup soaks up potholes and rough patches like a champ. Off the road, it allows just enough flex and travel to handle mild trails and broken paths with ease. One of the best features of the Scram 411 has always been its riding ergonomics. The 2025 model continues that trend with a single-piece seat that's plush and well-cushioned, a wide handlebar for better control, and mid-set foot pegs for a natural riding position. Whether you're tall or short, this bike feels comfortable and planted. Even after hours in the saddle, you won't feel strained. That's something not every bike in this segment can promise. The seat height remains approachable at 795mm, making it accessible for most riders. The bike weighs around 185 kilograms, but it carries its weight well. Once you're rolling, it feels surprisingly nimble. Royal Enfield has done a good job in balancing the bike's urban agility with some off-road readiness. Ground clearance is around 200mm, which is more than enough to handle speed breakers, gravel paths, or even a bit of forest fun on weekends. On the braking front, you get a 300mm disc up front with a 2-piston caliper and a 240mm disc at the rear with a single piston caliper. The brakes are supported by dual-channel ABS, which is now better calibrated in the 2025 version. The feel is progressive, and the stopping power is reliable, though hardcore off-roaders might miss the switchable ABS feature that the Himalayan offers. The instrument cluster gets a slight tweak. The 2025 Scram now features the updated Tripper navigation as standard, with a clearer display and improved sync with the Royal Enfield app. You also get basic digital info like fuel gauge, trip meters, time, and gear position, all in a layout that's simple and easy to read even in direct sunlight. Fuel economy figures are around 30 to 35 kmpl, depending on your riding style, and with a 15-liter tank, the Scram 411 gives you a real-world range that's perfect for both city commutes and weekend rides out of town. Maintenance remains simple, and Royal Enfield's growing service network ensures you won't be stranded in the middle of nowhere. In terms of pricing, the 2025 Scram 411 is expected to be slightly more premium than last year's model, but it still remains one of the most value-for-money Scramblers out there. Considering the updates, the price bump feels justified. You're getting a bike that looks great, performs well, and feels at home in both city streets and off-road escapades. So, that's the 2025 Royal Enfield Scram 411, a motorcycle that continues to hit that sweet spot between adventure and everyday usability. It's not just a stripped-down Himalayan, it's a scrambler with its own unique personality. If you're someone who loves a rugged, reliable, and stylish ride without breaking the bank, the Scram 411 should definitely be on your list. Thanks for watching Auto Pulse. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest rides. This is your host signing off. Ride safe, and I'll see you in the next video.